All right. So today we have a very interesting guest in Unfiltered Journey, and he's Mr. Kuldip Singh from Mumbai. And so I'd like to give a quick introduction to him. So his the tagline says, "Where strength meets soul." This is the person who has like served in the corporate for a long time and then came to the fitness journey. It's been a great journey for him. He's a discipline-driven fitness coach, and with over 15 years of strength training experience, Kuldeep lives and breathes fitness, not just walking the talk, but lifting it too. He has a creative mindset, mid sharp aesthetics, from building personal web pages to sharing daily wellness tips. He is a heart anchored in family, rooted with strong family values, and he balances ambition with deep connection. He is also a modern day warrior who blends tradition with technology. He is like a samurai with a smart watch, embodying both grit and grace. And his presence is global reach, personal touch with clients across India and beyond. His online training presence continues to grow with authenticity and impact, which is Casey's strength. Yeah. So welcome you, Kuldip.
Thank
How are
you.
you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So first of all, we are very grateful to have you in this Unfiltered Journeys
Same here.
podcast. Yeah. So now we'll start with a few questions that I have for you. And so first question is, you started at fitness at 41, but what was the, thing that you had thought about from corporate to fitness? So that is something which really inspires people.
Yeah.
Like, what was the thought that it led to you like professionally?
See, the thought was very simple. Like as we grow old, as we age, the corporate world, corporate life pulls you down actually in terms of your physical health and all that. So even I had my issues while growing up also. Uh, Even when I was working and all that, I had asthma, bronchial asthma earlier in the earliest stage when I was in my 30s and all that. And I started strength training because of the idea was to gain muscle mass, because the whole point is like after the age of 30, 35, you start losing your muscle mass. So you start having issues. For example, you have joint issues, you have ligament issues. So that was the main reason why I started this journey 15 years
So
ago.
for asthma that you said, like, did you take up any medications for that
I
that
was
time
on
or
medication. Yes, I was. I was taking inhalers and puff, like how
okay,
everybody did actually. So, and the only thing I could find was a cure was to get rid of that asthma or a puff inhaler that
yeah,
I have all my life. So the only way
yeah,
was exercising actually. So I did
okay,
my cardio, I did my strength training, and today I'm off inhalers. I don't need any medication. I don't
okay.
need any inhalers
Yes,
for
yes,
that
yes.
matter.
So this inhalers can be
And
stopped, like if exercise can be made in a consistent way, right?
it does, it does. See, because what happens is the reason why I had bronchial asthma was because of the pollution around the city that we live in. Okay. But
Yeah.
we can't change that. Today we can't change that. So what we can do is actually make yourself so fit that you are able to fight these kind of diseases actually. And that is what I
Hmm.
saw, that even after so many years of training and all that, I don't have that issue anymore with my age also.
Yeah. That's a very great thing actually, and simple changes that we make towards our life, and it really helps, to give us so much of better outcome. Yeah,
Absolutely, yeah.
really, really. So the next some question is like, for people who are really occupied with day-to-day activities. So what do you think like they should at least, spend some time, like what kind of exercise they should at least do for like apart from cardio?
See, I always suggest that people who are like 30, 35 plus, okay, they should start strength training as early as possible.
Yeah,
The sooner you start, the better it is. It is not that you cannot start at any age. Today, I have clients who are like even 67-year-old and they have started strength
yeah.
training at this age stage of their life
I think
also,
you have it
because they,
from
yeah, they want to
Canada,
build
right?
muscle. Yeah, they want to build muscle. So as everybody says that they are busy, so it is a question of how much priority you give to your health actually. So once you
Yeah,
prioritize your health, then getting out that 3 hours in a week is not a challenge, including
correct, correct.
Sunday also. You can always take out 1 hour on a Sunday and maybe any other 2 days. You can just take out the 2 hours and just do strength training. Now, strength training doesn't mean
Yeah.
to go to a gym. You can do at home also. You can do simple
Hmm.
body weight exercises. Okay, use stretch bands, use dumbbells, whatever you have actually. Okay, even climbing
Yeah.
stairs is a strength training exercise actually. So definitely
Hmm.
all these activities, if you pursue your mind, you keep your focus your mind on that, it is easily achievable.
Correct, correct. I see these exercises with the resistant bands or else the exercise with dumbbells like the bicep curl and what hammer down, right? Hammer curl. So something like this exercises are really helpful actually. Yeah. And when the shoulder press.
Yeah, any exercise for
Yeah.
that matter. Ultimately, you have to see
Yeah,
that
yeah.
what exercises you are doing actually for which muscle group.
Hmm.
So, for example, when we are doing
Yeah.
like simple exercise like squats or push-ups, it's a full body
Yeah.
workout. You do a exercise for your core. You do crunches, leg raises. So you don't need any equipment for that. Okay, if you have a
Correct.
pull-up bar or some rod somewhere, like you go to a children playground, you see those rods hang out there. Just go up and start hanging and start doing pull-ups.
Yeah.
Of course, it's
Yeah.
challenging though initially, but you can gradually
Yeah.
pick it
So
up.
I have a question, like I have just have a doubt because I have also started like since I was doing with you since a long time. It was really nice. So sometimes when I go to gym, I just see like one thing there is a soldier press like equipment and there is also lateral raises. Like when we do this way, we have to put the weights and there is a soldier press. So what's the difference if we do in the equipment and if we do like with the dumbbells?
See, the advantage with equipment is that the injury part is less actually out there. Okay, because
Uh-huh.
it's, for example, like you're doing a shoulder press while sitting on the machine. So definitely you are sitting on a machine, you don't have to balance the weight. Okay, if you do with the
Yeah.
dumbbell, you have to balance the weight actually. While taking dumbbells,
Mm.
you have to control that dumbbell. Your hand can go anywhere. But when you have doing on a
Correct.
machine, all you have to do is press up and bring it down.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Mm.
balance the weight. So the
But
difference.
I feel that dumbbells are more, like more result oriented,
Yes,
what I
it
feel.
is. See, I'll tell you again, I say it depends on person to person. Like, suppose,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
example, when people start in the gym and all that, they like to go and do on the machines because it is easier for them to do. Okay, than doing free
Hmm.
weights. Free weights is always gives you is more challenging and more
Yeah.
advantage also. It helps you to grow
Mm-hmm.
your stabilizing muscles also because you have to stabilize the weight also. So other part of
Mm-hmm.
the muscles are also working to stabilize the weight as you move the weight up. So all that is also
Mm-hmm.
very, very important. So like I
Yeah.
said, depends on person to person, depends
Person to
on
person. Yeah.
choices actually. There's no harm
Hmm.
in doing an exercise. Any kind of exercise you do will be helpful for you. It is just that you have
Yeah.
to do it. That is more important actually.
Correct, correct. And also, the next question is like, how has been your journey in, educating people online across India and the world, right? So today it was raining in Mumbai in the morning, and unfortunately, I always get stuck in the traffic, and then I come back. Sometimes, so I could not go only because my wife she had some session at 12 o'clock. So I told her, if we go now, it will be just we spend time for just half an hour
Yeah.
because the traffic is also there. So that becomes a challenge, going
Yes,
out
that
and
is
doing like
what
that
happens with most
consistency.
of the people actually, people who are, especially who are working and who have time constraint actually. For them, the online thing works very easily for them because you can work out
Mhm.
from home also. You don't have to go to a gym to do your workouts actually. So definitely what happens is like my clients who train with me actually, they're either working out from home or they go to a gym. Okay, depending on person to person. So yes, working out from home gives you the advantage of that you don't have to worry about traffic and all that. Whenever you get time for
Correct.
about 45 minutes or 1 hour, you can just use that time to do your workout actually. Instead of like going to the,
Yeah.
because even for example, if my gym is in the society out here, I take time
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
go out there. Okay, I'll take five, I'll get ready, go down the lift, go to the gym, change my shoe, do my warm up. By the time only 15 minutes is gone. So if I have 1 hour,
Correct.
15 minutes is already gone. And then I have no
Yeah. Yeah. I
to
know.
come back. I'll take 5 minutes to come back, change in 10 minutes. So I
Yeah.
don't have much time left to do my exercise in 1 hour. But if I'm doing at home,
Correct.
I can start anytime.
Hmm.
Like
Anytime.
when
Yeah.
I'm ready, I
The
start now only.
flexibility is
The
more.
flexibility is there. You save a lot of time also in that aspect.
Hmm.
So that how
Yeah.
it works. And if online also ultimately what I see is basically, and I do one to one. I don't do group sessions actually. So
Yeah.
when I
That's what I was about to ask you. Do you plan to come up with, group online
no, I don't do
sessions,
that
which
because
would
for
be
me,
more,
this is
cost effective?
it's not a question of cost effective. The idea is, see,
Yeah.
what happens is in strength training, you need
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
focus on the form and the range of motion. So I
All
cannot
right.
be monitoring many people at one go, because if some, because
Okay.
second is also, everybody has a different level of fitness level actually. Not everybody is
Yeah.
equal. So you cannot, on
Hmm.
an online session, you cannot have multiple people doing different
All
forms
right.
of exercise. You can
That's true.
monitor it
That's true.
together. It's not
True. True.
possible.
Because everyone has a different capacity of,
Yes.
doing.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
everybody has a different mindset, different
Hmm.
capacity to. So there, it
Hmm.
doesn't work for me. I have tried earlier, even with two people,
Hmm.
I find difficulty. So I have stopped doing that. I prefer do it one on one. That's easier for me and easier for the
Hmm.
client also.
Yeah. 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 No, no, that's really excellent. Like working out from home and getting so much of like tips of fitness and exercises.
Yeah.
So yeah, so one more question that we always keep on thinking about this. So how come like supplements like whey protein and all this are important and to our body? Can we take them? Can protein be taken naturally, or is whey protein really necessary for muscle building?
See, whey protein as such is not necessary for muscle building. You need to have
Hmm.
a protein source. Remember, whey
Yeah.
protein is a supplement. It's a food supplement. A supplement is a
Hmm.
supplement. Okay, a supplement is only needed when you don't get your protein from other sources. For example, let's take somebody is a vegan. Okay, and somebody has
Yeah.
issues. Okay, with getting, like, some people don't like soya also. So when a person
Yeah.
doesn't like soya, he will not be able to get enough protein from the food that he's taking actually, because he can't have
Yeah.
puri, he can't have any other thing. His only source of protein is gonna be pulses actually. So there, the requirement of protein reduces out there. So that kind of person can go in for a pea protein or something which he person wants, because a vegan will not go for a
Yeah.
pea protein.
Plant protein. Yeah.
They will go
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
plant-based protein actually. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
okay for that. But a normal person who's a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian who can have everything, they don't need
Yeah.
a protein supplement actually.
Mm-hmm.
So
But it
I
says
don't
like if the
recommend.
weight is like 60 kg or 70, you need that amount of protein in your body,
See,
right?
typically the standard what we talk about is you need about 0.8 grams of protein per
Okay.
lean muscle mass. Okay, of your body
Okay.
weight or lean muscle mass. Okay, so I
Okay.
always recommend that. So if somebody is weighing about, let's take 80 kilos also, and he has, let's take a 25% body fat, you remove the 25% body fat from his weight, and then
Hmm.
you just multiply that by, if require 1 gram per kg, that is enough
Okay.
protein to require. So maybe about 50-60 gram of protein you require in a day,
50, 60 grams of
and that
protein.
is enough for the
Yeah.
person actually to get from the
Enough.
food that you eat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
True.
don't need anything more than that.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Correct. I've seen it's protein is, it's really important, for restoring the muscles and all.
No,
Yeah.
you need to have a protein source in every meal.
Yeah.
Every meal that you
Yeah.
take,
Yeah.
breakfast, lunch, dinner, you need to have
Hmm.
protein source in that meal. You need to fix that.
Yeah.
The meal has to be
Correct.
complete. It has to have the
Yeah.
required
Yeah.
number of carbs, number of fat, and the protein also.
Yeah. 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 True. 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 So really nice, to have you in our podcast. So what are the final two suggestions that you want to give to the youngsters for with regards to daily fitness and also the people?
I always say this ki you need to prioritize your health. That is number one. At any given
Yeah.
point of your life, you need to understand that this is the body that you live in. Okay, we don't live in houses and all that. We of course live in a house and all
Hmm.
that, but your
Hmm.
soul, you live in this body. So if you don't take care of this body, no point taking care of your houses and your cars and all that. Okay,
Correct.
don't last with
True.
you. This body is gonna last till you die. The house
Correct.
may not remain with you tomorrow. The car that you travel
Yeah.
may not be there with you in 10 years, 15 years. You may change the car, but you can't change
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
body, okay? So when you grow
Yeah. Yeah.
old, when you become like me, like I'm already 56-year-old, when you become
Hmm.
60-year-old, 70-year-old, how your body is at that stage of life is important. Whether your joints
Yeah.
are working, whether you are able to move around on your own, or you need
Hmm.
support from family, or you need a walking stick to walk around, all that question you have to ask, and then
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you can focus on your health. Once you start
Correct.
focusing on your health, then everything becomes easy. So that's why
Yeah.
this is
And
not a journey which you do it for 6 months or 1 year. This is a lifelong journey.
journey for a lifetime.
You have
Yeah.
to do it for life. Today
Yeah.
I've been doing strength training for 15 years. I intend to do
Hmm.
this till I die. I don't have to stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why should I stop? Maybe the intensity
Hmm.
reduced,
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah, of
not
course.
lift as
Hmm.
much heavy I was lifting 10 years
Hmm.
ago. I may reduce.
Yeah, yeah,
That is okay. As long my movements are happening, as long as I'm able to use the muscles or the joints that I have, I should
hmm.
be good for going. Good for that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True, true. And if you have your health, definitely you can also, be more productive, what I feel.
Yes, you
You
can.
can,
In fact,
yeah,
as like
yeah,
we say, now, if you want to enjoy your wealth, you need to have a good health.
yeah,
So all the
yeah,
life
true.
you work for 30, 35 years, and then when you are at 60, you are spending money to the doctors and the hospitals. What's the
Yeah.
point? You
Hmm.
can't enjoy your wealth
Correct,
that
correct.
time because your body is not supporting you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So it is really a nice, like catch up video. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, same here. Thank you
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much for
Have a
having me
nice,
on your show. Okay, and
yeah, yeah,
yes, thank
definitely.
you so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye
Thank you
bye.
so much. Yeah. Thank you.